Hello, YouTubers. It is Godzilla 294 here, coming at you with another Monarch Files video for you for today. In this video, I'll be talking about if there will be more than 17 Titans in in Godzilla King of the Monsters, as well as the Siberian Mystery and the Great Smog of London. So, the 17 monsters, it's been rumored around that there's 17 monsters, and that's including Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan. But my theory is that there's still more Titans out there. Like, yeah, you have the Monarch website, you see all the locations with the Monarch symbol all over them, and only 4 of them are open to the public, which would be Godzilla, Mothra, Monster Zero, and Rodan. But all the other ones are closed off. You got a site in Australia, you got a site in Loch Ness, Scotland, you got a site in, where else? Siberia, and so on. And it's just, if you think about it, in the Monarch timeline that was out when Kong Skull Island came out, we were able to see that King Ghidorah, or Monster Zero, was barely discovered in 2016. And then, if you go back a couple years in the timeline, Mothra was barely discovered in 2009. So my theory is that there is more monsters that are undiscovered in the Monsterverse, and by Monarch, because now that Monarch has gone public, they don't need to hide their equipment, their organization, or anything, because ever since the attack with the Godzilla and the Mutos, Monarch's become public, so they get help from the public, like, oh, we've seen this monster, blah blah blah, and they don't have to be so quiet, as like I said, they don't have to be so secretive when it comes to trying to find Titans. So I think that there are still Titans out there that have been undiscovered and will only emerge once Godzilla fights King Ghidorah. So that's my theory. You don't have to agree with me or disagree with me. It's just a theory of mine that I thought of. Okay, so now moving on to the Monarch Files. First off, let's start off with the Siberian Mystery. So, with the Siberian Mystery, hold on. I don't have a script for this because I find no point for scripts, so let me pull up the screenshot I have. Okay, so the Siberian Mystery, it's in 1959, and it says, at the height of the Cold War, aerial photography taken from a Russian spy plane reveals a huge containment facility established around an ice cap in Siberia. The Monarch symbol can be seen emblazoned. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Emblazoned? I don't know. Across the canopy of the structure. So, I've been talking with this other YouTuber through DMs on Instagram, and there's rumors of there being a mammal titan, such as a mammoth, and I would personally think that if that is true, which I do think it is, that the mammoth would be from Siberia, because I have evidence for this. They found a fully preserved frozen mammoth baby back in 2012, and in 1948 they found the mammoth in Siberia. So, thanks Google, and that's what I'm using to prove my point, because, it kind of makes sense, and then it's also awesome because there's literally, let's see, King Caesar, Mothra, who else? I guess you can say Gabra, and the Showa Ghidorah are the only monsters that come to mind. Oh, and Orga has some dreadlocks that come to mind that have hair on them, and besides everybody else is reptilian, or, so it's like, it's kind of pretty cool that we're possibly getting a hairy Godzilla monster, which is pretty cool, because the only hairy monsters that I can recall, like, off the top of my head are from Ultraman. So it's like, yeah. And now, the Great Smog of London, so we're transitioning now. In the Great Smog of London, it takes place in 1952, and it says, the Great Smog of London, baffling meteorologists and defying atmospheric... Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. What does it say? I know how to read, I just don't know how to pronounce this. Cytosis? I don't. Okay. This unexplained phenomenon saw London streets overwhelmed by huge clouds of air, polluting smoke. Monarch theorizes that the beating wings of a giant creature could have created an anticyclone that unleashed airborne pollutants across the city. So, I doubt this is not Ghidorah, in my opinion, and I doubt they're gonna bring Ghidorah. Ghidorah is kind of popular, because he looks weird and stuff like that, but we don't know if they secretly have, cameos of other Toho Kaiju. In Ready Player One, we knew there was going to be a Mechagodzilla cameo, but for this movie, we don't know if there's going to be cameos for an Anguirus, Hedorah, Baragon, Varan. We don't know, And yeah, we don't know yet. So my thing is that I'm thinking it could be Mothra, because if you go to the Monarch website, you can see her timeline. I mean, not her timeline. Wait, her timeline too. You can see through the files, and there is this one picture that shows Mothra being bright as hell with her new ability to being bright as hell. And I personally think it's her because, I mean, okay, so I get it. She's shiny as hell, but my thing is, Mothra doesn't always have to use that ability in the Monsterverse. Like, we've only seen her use it when in the trailer when she's above Millie Bobby Brown's dad in the movie. I forgot his name, but that's the only time that we see her use that ability. And I'm thinking, because, okay, hear me out. So in 2009, the Monarch timeline says that they found Mothra in a cocoon, but in the trailer we clearly see Mothra larva and Mothra imago. So my theory is that the moth we see here in the picture, let's see if the moth that we see in the picture here that's glowing bright as hell is causing the Great Smog of London. But the thing is, she's not using her light ability. She's just using her scales, because it even says pollutants and particles and stuff like that. So that's making me think she's using her scales. Because if you see, go back Tokyo SOS, GMK, and way back in the Godzilla franchise, she's always, even in the 1964 movie where she fights Godzilla versus the Thing, I think, yeah, and you just see all that smoke coming from her wings, the scales, the yellow powder, and stuff like that. So that's I think. That's why I think it could be Mothra, and that Mothra dies off. There you go. That Mothra dies off. She lays the egg that will be in Godzilla King of the Monsters, and that's how they were able to obtain that photo. Like, don't get me wrong, this is just a theory, and I could totally be wrong, but for all you know, I could be right, which would be, like, kind of funny, because I'd be, like, so hyped up for that. But like I said, it's just a theory. It's nothing confirmed or anything. So it's like, I mean, it would be awesome. Like I said, it would be awesome, but there's no evidence. Well, yeah, there is evidence. Okay, I'm just gonna stop rambling on because, like I said, I have no script. So for other things that on the Monarch, going back to the Monarch timeline, I mean, the Monarch website, there's, like I said, there's locations for Australia, for Africa, for other places in the world, and two of these, Australia struck out. Well, Siberia struck out. I already explained that one though. And there is this creature in Australia called the bunyip. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled Bunyip. Bunyip. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but pretty much it is a river monster. And from all the pictures that I've seen on Google and descriptions that I've seen, it has, how to explain this? It has tentacles as the front legs. It has like fish, like flippers for the back end of its body, and it has like a face of a squid. So it's kind of like, that's a very interesting kind of cryptid monster, you know. And also for the African Titan, I'm thinking it could be the Mokolele Mambe. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but pretty much there's a cryptid about a living Brachiosaurus and that lives in the rivers of Africa, and it's called the Mokole. I don't think I'm pronouncing this right. It's Mokole Membe. But yeah, and that's what I'm thinking it could be, because for all we know, they're actually using real legends and myths for inspiration for the Titan designs that we'll be seeing in the movie. And I find that really, really, really interesting. And there's just this other one. What is it? There's a location in Japan, but because I know Godzilla's from there, you know, but it's like, I don't think Godzilla's like, that's his like primary location, because he's always swimming around and stuff like that. Or it could be where the temple's at, but I doubt it. But there is this, what is this creature called? It is like it's a white humanoid fish figure. I'm gonna Google it right now. I'm gonna Google it live for you guys. Let's see. Okay, I'm using my Google app. Let's see. Cryptid whitefish human Japan. Let's see what it says. Okay, the Ninjin. There you go, Ninjin. Wait, is it that one? Yeah, the Ninjin looks so freaking creepy. Like I said, it's a Japanese cryptid, and it's pretty much like, it's like it's a slug with human arms and a head and no face, which is creepy. I'll be sure to put a picture of this on the video. And it's like, that'd be like sick to see a monster like that. Like, that'd be so sick. That'd be like, it's a really scary cryptid. Like, if you like, I'm gonna put pictures up, but it's like, it looks very, very creepy. And then there's some pictures that are supposedly real. Like cryptids can not be confirmed or denied. And it's just like, fuck, if that shit's real, it's hella scary. Like, oh. So that's all I have for you guys today. I have no script, but I had fun filming this, recording this. So it's not time for me to edit. So anyways, please like, subscribe, comment, share your thoughts below if about the theories that I just brought up to you guys, and feel free to follow my Instagram page for toy pictures, and yeah, link in the description below. So thanks, guys.